Why respect matters asterisk. Alright, let's be real for a second. Everyone wants respect. From the moment we wake up and step out into the world, we're craving it. Whether it's from our boss at work, our friends, our family, or even complete strangers, we all want people to look at us and think, wow, this person's got it together. But here's the truth. Respect isn't handed out like coupons at a grocery store. It's earned, and not through one big dramatic moment. It's through the little things, the everyday choices, the small habits you repeat day after day until they shape who you are. Think about it. Who do we respect in our lives? The people who are consistent, the ones who carry themselves with confidence, the ones who make us feel heard. Respect doesn't come from shouting the loudest or flexing the biggest bank account. It comes from habits. And over the next couple of hours, I'm going to break down the exact daily habits that will make people respect you instantly, deeply. So buckle up, because by the end of this audiobook, you won't just understand respect. You'll live it. And hey, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss content like this. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next chapters we got lined up. Chapter 1. The power of first impressions. Let's start with something obvious but overlooked. First impressions. Picture this. You're walking into a Starbucks. You're in line, scrolling your phone, kind of slouched, maybe mumbling your order. The barista might serve you, sure, but do they respect you? Probably not. Now imagine you walk in standing tall, shoulders back, with a calm smile. You make eye contact, greet them like they matter, and clearly say your order. Suddenly, you've shifted everything. Without realizing it, you've earned respect. That's the first habit. Carry yourself with confidence. You don't need a Rolex or designer suit. You just need posture, presence, and energy. When you walk into a room, ask yourself, am I shrinking or am I owning my space? People in the U.S. pick up on this instantly. Confidence translates across every social situation. The second habit, look put together. And listen, this isn't about spending hundreds at the mall. Americans respect someone who's clean, neat, and intentional. Crisp shirt, fresh sneakers, hair brushed. It shows you respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, others follow suit. Third habit, smile, but make it real. Nobody respects fake energy. But a genuine, relaxed smile, it works like magic. It disarms people, makes you approachable, and signals confidence. Think about the last time you met someone who smiled like they actually wanted to be there. You probably liked them right away. And here's the fourth, eye contact. In American culture, eye contact is respect. Too little, and you look sketchy. Too much, and you look creepy. The sweet spot, confident, steady, warm. The kind of eye contact that says, I see you, I hear you, I'm present. It's powerful. Let me give you a quick story. I had a buddy who always struggled at job interviews. He was smart, qualified, but never got hired. Why? His body language. He slouched, avoided eye contact, fidgeted. When he fixed those things, standing tall, smiling, firm handshake, suddenly, interviews flipped in his favor. Same guy, different habits. Respect followed. Here's the point. People decide within seconds if they respect you or not. Seconds. And those first few habits, confidence, appearance, smile, and eye contact, they lay the foundation. Miss them, and you're already climbing uphill. Nail them, and doors start opening without you even asking. And hey, if this is connecting with you so far, pause for just a second. Go ahead and subscribe, because these first few habits, they're just the tip of the iceberg. The next chapter is where we unlock the way you speak. And trust me, that's where respect can skyrocket. Chapter 2, mastering the way you speak. Alright, we've covered first impressions, your body language, your posture, your presence. But let me tell you, the second you open your mouth, that's when people really decide if they're going to respect you or not. Words are powerful. They can build respect, or they can destroy it in seconds. So in this chapter, we're going to talk about the daily speaking habits that make people lean in, listen, and walk away thinking, wow, this person is something I admire. Let's start with habit number 5. Listen more than you talk. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't this about speaking? Exactly. The most respected communicators in America aren't the ones talking the loudest. They're the ones listening the best. Think about it. You probably met someone who just won't stop talking. It's a meme. After 5 minutes, you're drained. But when you meet someone who actually listens, nods, asks questions, remembers details, that's respect in action. And you feel it. Quick story. I had this manager once. Never the smartest in the room, never the flashiest. But he listened like his life depended on it. You'd tell him something small on Monday, and by Friday he'd bring up again like, hey, how did that thing with your mom go? Instantly you respected him. Why? Because he made you feel heard. Respect works the same way when you're the listener. Habit number 6. Cut the filler words. You know what kills respect fast? When every other word out of your mouth is, kinda. Listen, Americans notice this stuff. It makes you sound unsure. Instead, practice pausing. Silence is better than filler. When you pause, you sound thoughtful, intentional. That's power. Here's a trick. Next time you're speaking, record yourself. You'll be shocked at how many fillers sneak in. Cut them out, and instantly, your speech sounds cleaner, sharper, more respected. Habit number 7. Speak with warmth and humor. Now, don't get it twisted. Respect doesn't mean being cold or robotic. Americans love people who can make them laugh. People who don't take themselves too seriously. You want to earn respect? Crack a light joke. Share a funny story. Be human. Respect grows when people feel comfortable around you. For example, think about the people you enjoy talking to the most. Chances are they make you smile. They mix seriousness with lightness. That's a habit. And trust me, if you want people to not only respect you but like you, warmth and humor is your secret weapon. Habit number 8. Be clear and direct. This one's huge in American culture. Nobody respects someone who dances around the point forever. If you got something to say it. Direct, respectful, to the point. It shows confidence. It shows maturity. And here's the bonus. You'll get taken more seriously at work, at school, in relationships, everywhere. Now let's add another layer. Tone control. Respect isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Ever notice how some people can say the simplest thing, but it just carries weight? That's tone. Calm, steady, intentional. If your tone is always frantic, rushed, high-pitched, it can make you sound nervous. But when your tone is steady, when you slow down your pace, people can't help but respect you. Now here's a little hack. If you're nervous, lower your voice just slightly and slow your speech. People in America equate a calm tone with authority. That's why newscasters and leaders sound the way they do. Try it and watch how people react differently. Let me tell you about a cookout I went to last summer. Big family event, burgers, football on TV, kids running around. Everyone's talking loud, all at once. But then my uncle, quiet guy, spoke up. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't trying to dominate the room. But his words, clear, calm, confident. Suddenly, everyone leaned in to listen. That's the power of tone. Let's recap the speaking habits real quick. Listen more than you talk. Drop the filler words. Add warmth and humor. Be clear, be direct. Control your tone. Practice these daily and watch how your respect level skyrockets. Because here's the secret. Most people never think about the way they speak. They just talk. But if you can master these habits, you'll stand out instantly. And listen, if you're loving this so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Because the next chapter, it's all about reliability. The one habit that will make people not just respect you, but depend on you. And let me tell you, dependability is like respect on steroids. Chapter 3. Respect and reliability. Here's the truth. If people can't count on you, they won't respect you. Period. Think about it. What's the first thing you say about someone unreliable? Man, I can't trust that guy. And once trust is gone, so is respect. That's why reliability isn't just a nice habit. It's a cornerstone of respect. Let's dive into the daily habits that make you rock solid reliable. Habit number 9. Always keep your words sound simple. Right? But you'd be shocked how many people casually break promises. Yeah, I'll call you back. I'll be there at 7. Don't worry, I got you. And then nothing. Every time you fail to keep your word, you chip away at your credibility. In America, people respect someone whose word actually means something. When you say you'll do something, and then you follow through, you stand out. Why? Because most people don't. Habit number 10. Show up on time. Listen. Nothing screams disrespect louder than being late. In American culture, time is huge. Whether it's a job interview, a dinner reservation, or even meeting a buddy at the gym, lateness says, my time matters, yours doesn't. Want to instantly earn respect? Be the person who's always 5 minutes early. Not 20, that's weird, but just enough to show you value people's time. And here's a pro tip. If you know you're going to be late, text or call ahead. A simple, hey, running 10 minutes behind. Just wanted to let you know, changes everything. You still might be late, but you're showing respect by communicating. Habit number 11. Follow through. Reliability isn't just about promises and time. It's about finishing what you start. If you take on a task, complete it. If you commit to a goal, stick with it. In America, people respect finishers. Quitters? Not so much. Respect grows when people know you'll follow through. Even on the small stuff. Maybe it's finishing that DIY project at home. Maybe it's replying to that email you said you'd answer. These little things add up. People notice. Habit number 12. Be consistent now. Here's the big one. Consistency. Anyone can show up once. Anyone can keep a promise once. But respect comes from doing it over and over. That's when people realize, okay, this isn't luck. This isn't a fluke. This is who they are. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. You're human. You'll slip up. But if day after day, you're the one who shows up, delivers, follows through, people will respect you deeply. Because reliability builds trust, and trust builds respect. Real life example, let me paint a picture. Imagine 2 friends, Mike and David. Mike is a fun guy, always got a new story, always ready to party. But he cancels plans last minute, forgets to call back, never really follows through. People like hanging out with Mike. But when it comes to serious stuff, they don't call him. David, on the other hand, isn't as flashy. He doesn't overpromise. But when he says, I'll be there, he's there. When he says, I'll help, he shows up. He's consistent. Guess who people respect more? David. Guess who people rely on when life gets real? David. That's the power of reliability. Chapter 4. Respect yourself first. Here's a truth bomb. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will. Think about it. How can people value you if you don't value you? Respect isn't just about what you give to others. It starts with what you give to yourself. And this is where so many people mess up. They're out here trying to please everyone, win validation, get likes on Instagram. But deep down, they don't even like themselves. That stops today. In this chapter, we're diving into the daily habits that show the world you respect you. And trust me, when people see that, you become magnetic. Habit number 13. Take care of your body. This one is non-negotiable. In America, we respect people who clearly put effort into themselves. And I don't mean six-pack abs or Hollywood bodies. I'm talking about the basics. Eating decent food, moving your body, getting enough sleep, drinking water. You ever notice how someone who works out, even just a little, carries themselves differently? Shoulders back, energy high, skin glowing. That's respect. It's not vanity, it's self-care. And when you show you care about your body, people instantly see you as disciplined and reliable. Here's the kicker. If you're constantly sluggish, out of shape, running on 3 hours of sleep, people notice. And whether they say it or not, they think, if they can't take care of themselves, how can they take care of anything else? So start simple. Go for a walk. Drink water instead of soda. Sleep 7 hours. Build the habit of self-respect through health. Habit number 14. Set boundaries. Let me be real here. This might be the most respected habit in America. Why? Because people admire those who can say no. Look, it's easy to say yes to everything. It feels good in the moment. But when you let people walk all over you, when you bend every request, when you avoid conflict at all costs, you lose respect. People might like you, sure, but deep respect? Gone. Respect grows when you stand firm. When you say, hey, I can't take that on right now. Or, no, I don't allow people to speak to me like that. Boundaries are strength. And in a culture where everyone's trying to grab your attention, your energy, your money, boundaries make you stand out. Quick example. Ever notice how the busiest, most respected leaders are often the hardest to reach? They have boundaries. They don't pick up every call. They don't say yes to every meeting. And people respect that SO practice it daily. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your peace. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're self-respect. Habit number 15. Stop the gossip game. Let me say this loud and clear. Nobody respects a gossip. You know that one person at work who's always whispering in the break room? Or that family member who knows everyone's business but their own? People might laugh with them, but behind their back, zero respect. Americans respect people who rise above the drama. People who mind their own business. People who don't tear others down to feel bettered. Oh, here's the daily habit. When gossip starts, don't join in. Change the subject. Or, better yet, excuse yourself. People will notice and they'll respect you for it. Because here's the secret. If you gossip about others, people assume you'll gossip about them too. But if you stay clean, people feel safe around you. And that's where respect lives. Habit number 16. Protect your mental space. Self-respect also means protecting your mind. In the U.S., we're constantly bombarded with noise, news, ads, social media, opinions. If you let all that chaos live rent-free in your head, you'll crumble. Daily self-respect means limiting the junk you consume. Less doom scrolling. Less compare yourself to influencers online. More reading. More learning. More silence. When you protect your mental space, you project calm. People look at you and think, wow, this person is grounded. And grounded people, always respected. Oh, here's your action plan for self-respect. 1. Move your body daily, even if it's just a walk. Point 2. Sleep like it matters, because it does. Point 3. Set at least one boundary this week. Point 4. Cut gossip out of your life. Point 5. Guard your mental space. That self-respect sets the standard for how the world treats you. When you value yourself, everyone else levels up in how they treat you. Chapter 5. The habit of generosity. Asterisk. Let me tell you something that surprises a lot of people. One of the fastest ways to earn respect isn't by showing how much you know or how much you've got. It's by how much you give. Now, I don't mean just money. Generosity is way bigger than that. It's your time, your energy, your encouragement, your willingness to share knowledge, to open doors, to help people without expecting anything in return. See, In America, people can smell fake generosity a mile away. If you're giving because you want something back, people won't respect you. They'll avoid you. But when you give with no strings attached, that's when people stop and think, wow, this person is different. Habit number 17, be generous with your time. Time is the most valuable thing you have. And when you give it, when you stop what you're doing to actually help someone, you show massive respect. Think about the last time someone really listened to you, gave you their full attention, no phone, no distractions. Didn't it feel good? Didn't it make you respect them more? That's the power of generous time. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't have to spend hours every day helping everyone. That's not realistic. But small moments count. A quick phone call to check in on a friend. 5 minutes helping a coworker who's stuck. A little quality time with your family where you're 100% present. Those moments stack up and respect grows. Habit number 18. Share knowledge freely. Here's the thing about knowledge. It multiplies when you share it. Americans respect people who are teachers at heart. People who don't hoard information like dragons sitting on gold. Think about your favorite teacher or mentor. Why do you respect them? Because they gave you something valuable. Insight, wisdom, advice that made your life better. You could be that person too. Whether it's teaching your younger cousin how to fix a car, mentoring a new employee at work, or even just sharing tips with friends, generosity with knowledge earns deep respect because it shows you're confident enough not to keep everything to yourself. A real-life picture. I'll paint you a scene. A community cookout. Burgers. Kids running around. Everyone hanging out. 2 people stand out. First person. Constantly talking about themselves, bragging about what they bought, who they know. Nobody really cares. Respect? Low. Second person. Helping carry food inside. Checking in on people. Introducing neighbors who didn't know each other. Sharing funny stories. Giving compliments. They didn't spend $1, but they gave their time, their energy, their encouragement. Guess who everyone respects more at the end of the night? Exactly. And there you have it. Daily habits that don't just make people like you, but make people respect you. Because here's the truth. Money can fade, looks can change. Even status can rise and fall, but respect lasts. Respect is the invisible currency that opens doors, builds trust, and makes your presence unforgettable. Now, think about it for a second. Out of all these habits we've covered, which one hit you the hardest? Was it confidence? Was it discipline? Was it generosity? Or maybe it was a simple reminder that listening, really listening, is one of the most powerful things you can do. Whatever it was, here's my challenge to you. Don't just listen to this audiobook. Live it. Start small, pick one habit, and practice it today. Because respect doesn't come from big overnight changes. It comes from tiny daily decisions that stack up into the person people can't help but admire. All right, that's it. My friends, those are the daily habits that will earn you real respect. Not fake respect, not temporary approval, but the kind of respect that lasts. Here's a challenge. Pick one habit, just one, and start practicing it today. Because change doesn't happen tomorrow. It starts right now. And listen, if you love this, don't just bounce off. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like. And share this with someone who needs a reminder that respect isn't given, it's earned. Because the next video, it's going to hit even harder. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Asterisk.